This episode of the Dragon Ball Ratings video series now focuses on Dragon Ball GT, the final Dragon Ball series of its original run throughout the 80s and 90s. Dragon Ball GT from 1996 to 1997 averaged a 14.6% rating share throughout its run. The highest rated episode is episode 2, with the rating share of 19.7. This episode aired February 14, 1996, titled I'm the Star, Pan Takes Off into Space. Episode 2 was written by Aya Matsui. The animation was supervised by Masayuki Uchiyama, who also supervised the highest and lowest rated episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Check that video out. And the episode was directed by Mitsuo Hashimoto. In episode 2, Trunks, now Capsule Corp president, returns to work and is loved by everyone around him, even the guy he was set to face in the last tournament. When he's informed of his upcoming busy schedule, he escapes work, and we cut to Goku's house. And Goku and his family discuss the space trip that's about to take place, and Pan desperately wants to be involved. Then the two dudes from Home Alone begin plotting against Bulma in a literal side plot. Bulma, Gohan, and Videl work on the spaceship and keep Pan from being a nuisance throughout. Pan damages the ship and then runs away to go let her anger out on other people. The Home Aloners try to antagonize Bulma, believing Goku is their hostage, but Goku's just having fun with them. Pan hangs out with Mr. Satan, Goku unintentionally scares away the Home Alone guys, Vegeta recruits Trunks and Goten to go to space with Goku, but at the end of the episode, Goten misses out because Pan blasts off with Goku and Trunks, leaving him on Earth as they travel the universe. So, with that episode recapped, I got one question. Why did so many people watch episode 2 of Dragon Ball GT? Much like the initial ratings bump that Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Kai got, the viewers were really excited to see the rebranding of Dragon Ball once again. The first episode set the tone right out the bat, with the storyline and brand new Dragon Balls and Goku becoming a kid again. Must have had so many people wondering what would happen next. Also, Goku was a kid again. The 10th anniversary movie was right around the corner, so the nostalgia was really hitting hard, you know what I'm saying? Episode 2 showed off much more of the cast as well than episode 1 did, and much like episode 47 of Dragon Ball, it proved that the return of beloved characters draws in viewers, especially considering there was a time gap from Z to GT. This would easily make people more excited to see the changes that happened to the characters over the course of those years. The guys from Home Alone definitely drew eyes as well, as Home Alone is really successful and a really popular movie all throughout the world. And also, it is winter, so there's a greater chance that people are inside the house. It is February after all. Aside from that, this was a really great episode, especially in terms of direction with how many characters needed to be kept track of. It was quite a lot, and they did a masterful job of that. The ratings did begin to dip though after episode 3 and would continue to drop until hitting its lowest at episode 21, titled, How Can This Be? Goku Has Become a Metal Slab. The rating share for this episode was a 9.6, the second episode in Dragon Ball's history to dip below a 10, the first being the episode right before it, episode 20. Episode 21 aired August 14th of 1996. Written by Aya Matsui, directed by Osamu Kasai, episode 21 begins with Goku fighting General Rild on M2 after Rild had became the planet. Kinda like Zamasu in Super, right? Goku finds out Rild makes an awesome movie villain and continues their fight until Pan arrives, which causes a great enough distraction for both of them to get turned into metal slabs and sent to Dr. Mew. While in Dr. Mew's custody, he begins analytical and reconstructive surgery on all 3 slabs until Giru comes in and stops it. He attacks Mew, unmetallicizing Goku and Pan, then chaos ensues as Trunks' slab gets snagged by Mew's gang, and then both sides fight over Trunks' slab and end up destroying it. Then when everyone believes Trunks is dead, he shows up from another room to reveal that he and Giru planned this. Then Trunks shows Goku and Pan Dr. Mew's secret, which lies behind the door he came out of. It would be Baby, by the way. So why was episode 21 the least viewed out of all of GT? Like I mentioned earlier, episode 20 set the precedent, and part of the reason was because episode 20 premiered 2 weeks after episode 19. Episode 19 aired July 17th, and episode 20 aired July 31st. But then there's an additional 2 weeks from episode 20's airing to episode 21's airing, which premiered August 14th of 1996. Kids also might have been preparing to go to school after summer vacation. What's funny though is that after not airing an episode from September 4th to October 16th, Dragon Ball GT's ratings remained steady, probably because episode 25, which aired October 16th, was the episode that returned the focus of the story to Earth, where all the characters that everyone loved returned to the story once again. Another thing is that Dragon Ball's ratings had been declining since the Buu arc. A lot of Dragon Ball's target demographic would have been grown by this point, and the 10th anniversary movie, Path to Power, is proof of this. Holidays like Obon could have also interfered with the ratings due to the travel and all. So when you combine Dragon Ball's ratings' steady decline since 1994, the breaks in Dragon Ball's airing schedule throughout much of Z's later on portion and in GT, holidays and vacations and such, this is why episode 21 had a rating share of 9.6%. With that being said, Dragon Ball has its own 10th anniversary movie. Dragon Ball Z one-upped that with its very own 20th anniversary TV series. That's right, next time, Dragon Ball Kai's highest and lowest rated episode rating shares. Don't miss it. See ya.